It's Deshaun Watson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and the ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw. Boom. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Holding. And let's see who this is on. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Boom. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Booth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Watson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, Watson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, completion here to Claypool. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Watson, left side to Lamb, and he'll only get this to about the 34 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st down, Booth. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Booth. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Booth. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have it on first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Watson on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right. And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And this is caught inside the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're in
the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Booth. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on second at 16. Watson.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Here's second and 2 now from the 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And quickly they get to the line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. Turnover on downs.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
you just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Got some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off down to about the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Room here to run. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. 43 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a second down and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But
They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage.